Good morning. Welcome back to another video, Dooley's TV. Today is an important day. So it's officially September. Now what does that mean? You might be asking, Dooley, why is September important? That's because, I'll tell you, September 21st, we are driving, finally. Going to the track again, going drifting, and this event should be pretty sick. It's supposed to be like a Mayhan style event, and they're gonna be holding like a 20-minute competition for best entry. I have never done entry before, and hence why I'm taking this video. The reason I've never taken entry before is because I'm scared. Why am I scared, you may ask? Because my e-brake doesn't work. You can pull that thing all the way up, and while I'm driving, it works a little bit. You know, it slows my car down. That's not what I need. I need the wheels to lock up, right? So, today, I'm gonna be installing new brake shoes into the rear, and hopefully we can try to get the e-brake to work. If it doesn't work, then that leaves me with one choice, which I'm kind of hoping happens anyways, building a hydro. So, let's see how it goes. Let's get this started. First things first, as per usual. Now let's take the wheel off. Now, definitely shouldn't be this hard to take your wheel off. What if you're an idiot like me and accidentally mushroomed your hub for your whatever, your hub, yeah. I'm like halfway here right now. If you mushroomed it, where the wheel goes. And this is hard. Alright, now that you got the wheel off, what we're gonna do, put it under the car for safety. I see too many people not putting their, at least a jack stand or something under their car for safety. It's very simple. You don't even have to grab a jack stand, just grab your wheel and put it under the car. Alright, next thing we're gonna do is, let's bring this a little closer. Now let's pull off the calipers. So it's going to be a 16 millimeter to take off the caliper off of the bracket. Alright, caliper's off. Make sure you find a way to hang it. For now I'm just going to put it up here and go find something. I guess that works. I'm just going to leave it up there for now. Should be fine. So now I'm going to take the rotor off. Alright, so we're just going to remove that spring right there. And continue. So what it's looking like right now is that the old ones were honestly probably fine. So it could be a few things. It could be either I didn't tighten them correctly. Could be that I extended my brake lines, the e-brake lines, the hard line. Yeah, I don't know what else. But anyways, I have the new ones, so let's go ahead and try them. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then, you know, hydro time. All right, so I went ahead and did this side off camera because honestly, this is my first time doing it, and I wanted to make sure that I was doing it correctly. So I went ahead and just finished this side up. I'm gonna go ahead and record the other side. It's definitely a little tough to do alone, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. So again, first things first, take the caliper off. All right, so first things first, you're gonna take off the spring from the top. And the way that I did this, first you wanna take these little screws out, these tiny little springs that hold them in. I mean, you can use the proper tool for it, which would be a size HW5, right? But you could just use a flathead pliers, it doesn't really matter. Okay, now it's loose, as you can see, it moves it around. Alright, next thing, you're gonna pull this little baby off. Oh, maybe it's this way. Actually, it is. Oh no, yeah, okay, yeah. We're gonna have to pull the springs off first. Alright, take off the boat in, because it's gonna be 100 times easier to pull that spring off. As you can see, it already came off by itself. Force it out. All right, so this clip right here, this is what holds the e-brake line right there, and it closes in. Let me give you a better view of that actually. Right here, so you can see the e-brake line. So this basically grabs onto it like that and closes. All right, so let's continue. I'm gonna pull off all the springs and the boat ends off of the old ones. These are the old ones. Let me grab the new ones really quick. Alright. Here's the new ones. So for the new ones, you're gonna put the boat ring on the top, just like that. Okay. That's gonna be held in by this smaller ring. Okay. All right. So that's what you should have so far. Okay. Oh my god. Technical difficulties. Come on. There you go. Okay. So now we're gonna slide it through. Okay. All right, and then we're going to. What did I do first on the last one? I think put the spring first. And then stretch it out. Put the spring on the other side. Stretch her out. Okay. You're gonna grab the clip that holds the e-brake line. Slap it on there. Oops. Slap it on there. And then I like to. Where's my caliper? I like to put this on one of the brake shoes first, and then pull the top one basically. Maybe not pull it. Stretch it out as much as you can. This is why it kind of sucks to do just one person. Just know that it's on. You can put those little spring screws back on. It's just a half a turn. There's my caliper again. Okay. Alright, so it's on there now. Put the rotor back on. Now I would recommend cleaning this surface, brake cleaner. Let me actually go ahead and do that. Alright, screw back that holds the rotor in. I'm gonna get this thing warranty. Now we're gonna tighten the little golden screw. Where it is again? It's on this side. Somewhere. Hello, Borden. Where are you? I'm under the water. Yeah, as you can see, it was a much bigger struggle for me to turn it. So, we did it correctly. What I'm gonna do now is put my calipers back on. And after that, we'll adjust the e-brake. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is loosen these 10 millimeters on the actual e-brake. All right, now I'm gonna go up let's say 2 clicks. 1, 2, and let's do a third click, and then I'm gonna tighten these until they're just tight onto the actual handle itself. Okay, so basically I'm working on these two 10 millimeters right here. So what I did was I went 3 clicks up, 1, 2, 3, and then I tightened these 10 millimeters just until they're touching the actual e-brake right there, right on both sides. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to go ahead and tighten the button screw that's in there. You slide the flathead through here, start tightening it, and we're basically, wow, I don't even know what the hell I just said. We're basically gonna keep tightening until we feel like the rotor can't move on both sides, and then just go 1 click back. All right, so let's see, as of right now, as you can see, it moves pretty easily. All right, so let's go ahead and find that button screw. All right, we're gonna tighten it. As you can see, it's a lot harder to move it now. I'm gonna tighten it just a little bit more to the point where we can't actually turn the rotor. right. As you can see, it's a lot harder, so I'm just gonna go back a little bit, like that. All right, cool. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Okay, so went ahead and tightened the inside a little bit. And then when I put it down, you're able to move the rotors. So I put it down like that. And as you can see, I can move the rotors pretty easily. Now if I just go 3 clicks up, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was 4. 1, 2, 3. Then it does not move. Okay. So now all that's left is put the wheels back on and go test it out. All right, so the wheels are back on the car. Let's go ahead and drop it. Let's turn her on. And as you can see, it is not working. Nope. Pulling it as hard as I can. All right, well, as you can see, we replaced the old e-brakes or brake shoes, and unfortunately it is not locking the rear up. Now I don't know, honestly, and I'm just being honest here, I don't know if I tightened it correctly, if I missed something, and obviously the e-brake does work. Let's say I'm parking it on the driveway or whatever the case is. If I park it on the driveway and pull the e-brake, it's not going anywhere. 3rd click and it's stuck. But the issue that I am having is while I'm driving, if I pull it as hard as I can, unfortunately, it's just not enough to lock up the wheels. So it's either I'm gonna see if some homies can help me set it up correctly, or I just build a hydro, which I'm honestly leaning towards anyways because those are calipers versus brake shoes. One of them is obviously better than the other. So I hope you guys liked today's video. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you learned something. Put those notification bells on. And deuces.